Alright, so we're going to start this demo with building from spheres. So we're going to go through all the tools that we would use to build with spheres. We're going to keep it simple. We're not using really any sculpture tools. Mostly it's adjusting the scale in a couple different methods. So we start out with the sphere. The first scale tool we have is when you just want to increase the size or decrease the size. So for that, the scale button, you use global and XYZ. So right there you use both of these have to be clicked on. So if you scroll up, enlarges, scroll down, decreases the size. If you click off the XYZ and just use global, you can increase it in a specific direction. So by the way you move your mouse. Control Z reverses, it undoes up to 11 moves. If you press Z, it'll lock into the axis. If you move your mouse, you can move it, turn it, and then lock it into a position. So right now I want to go back to the front. Grab global moves the whole thing. That's what we're going to want to use. We're not going to want to use grab without the global because that's just doing that. We're not worried about that right now. So Control Z that, go back to global. Back to scale. If you just have XYZ on scale, that'll give you the tool, which is the circle, and it'll change the scale where that tool is. So you could go larger or smaller. We're not going to use that yet either. Alright. Here we go. We're going to start out with the front. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick demo. So what we're going to add is a couple spheres. Add object. Scale these down a little bit. We're going to flatten those. Put those in the back. Alright. Next we'll add another sphere. Add object. Scale that down. So we need both those buttons on. Have that down here. We could probably mess around with this. We'll have to rotate that. Let's see. I'm not sure I like that, but we'll just kind of live with it for now. So we'll add a couple more spheres. Both buttons for the scale. Maybe I could do another. See what happens here. Making this a little more complex than it needs to be. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'll delete that one. Let's just go to the tilt that. Use the rotate tool, global. Move that into position. Maybe make that smaller. Alright, so how about we add a sphere? Let's try this. Maybe we could, I don't know if tilting will help it. Okay. Alright, so add a couple more. Scale those down. Go up. Flatten it. Rotate. Rotate. Let's flatten it some more. Do another rotate a little bit here. Make that smaller. I guess we could bring it down. Maybe we can make that a little larger. Alright, so that's not too bad. So we want to copy these forms. Control C, V, so we've copied them. We're going to make them smaller, move them into place. So I guess that's the end of the first demo. Donald Duck.